Yo, what up? 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 How are y'all feeling out there? How y'all feeling out there? Let me put up the brightness a little bit so y'all can see me. I think nah, this is too bright. Now let's lower the brightness a little bit. Yeah, I think this is cool. What up? What up? Let me know where y'all are coming in from, man. Tap in, tap in, tap in, tap into the live. You heard? Let me get my notes ready. I mean, it's all over the internet, so I don't really need to get any kind of notes prepared. Let me just get this ready, and we about to get into it. Just a second here. I think we good. Let me get the story, and I think we good money, man. I think we good money. Where's the post at? Kawhi Leonard. Okay, cool. We got it here. Um. Oh, just a second. They're not really posting about it. One second. Let me see. NBA on ESPN. I think they're posting about it. These accounts they fronting. Okay. Yes, sir. DMV, Montreal. I didn't really want to talk about this story because I'm not gonna hold you. Like I was so tired. Like when I saw the story, people were messaging me, "Hey man, you're gonna go live on this. You're gonna go live on this." So I'm only gonna be on this story for a little bit because there's another live I want to do after this. But people have been asking my opinion on this issue, so we definitely gonna talk about it. So let's give it like another, let me say 45 seconds, and then we're gonna get into this story here, man. Matter of fact, let's just get into it now. Shout out to Tampa Bay, and people will catch up to the live as they come on in. So basically, y'all know that we thought Kawhi Leonard was going to be getting traded to the Toronto Raptors. I think all of us thought that. Then out of nowhere today, a bombshell update came out from pretty much every news source, and I'll show you guys this one here. This is from NBA and ESPN and Shams. Okay, so this is the update here. It says Los Angeles Clippers Toronto Raptors trade centered on Kawhi Leonard will not be complete until the NBA investigation into the Clippers is over. Then it goes into basically this kind of long worded description of what took place. It says, for the past 10 months, our organization has fully cooperated with the NBA investigation, participating in dozens of interviews, providing tens of thousands of documents, and facilitating access to our staff. While the process has been challenging, we have remained committed to transparency. On June the 30th, we reached an agreement in principle to trade Kawhi Leonard to the Toronto Raptors. We have since been informed that the trade can only be finalized if the if the Raptors ownership group assumes the risk penalties related to the Kawhi Leonard contract that could theoretically result from the ongoing investigation. The investigation is ongoing, and we expect the trade to be finalized following its conclusion. At the heart of the investigation are Joe Sandberg and Aspiration. We did not funnel money to Kawhi Leonard through Aspiration, like many sophisticated investor financial institutions and business partners. We were victims of fraud initiated by Sandberg, who has been convicted and sentenced to 14 years in prison. And then it goes on to say this. It says, we recognize the uncertainty that has been created and impact it has had on our team, our fans, the Raptors organization, their fans, and the players whose futures remain affected while the process continues. We remain confident that when the facts are evaluated fairly and thoroughly, the NBA will confirm exactly what we have said from the beginning. We have not done what we are accused of doing. Raptors, the NBA League's office informed us that as a result of the ongoing investigation involving the Clippers, we would assume the risk of any potential outcome of this investigation impacting Kawhi. In this light, we will wait until the league's investigation is complete. The Raptors remain eager to bring Kawhi Leonard back to Toronto and look forward to a swift resolution for our players, our organization, and our fans. So, this is the story. The trade is on hold until the NBA reaches the conclusion of this investigation. What do I think is going to happen? If I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion on this issue, it is this. Shout out to North Philly. I think the trade is going to go through. I think that we got to look at it from this standpoint, guys. The Raptors the Clippers. These are teams that make tens or hundreds of millions of dollars a year. So they're going to do everything in their power to ensure that none of that is affected. If you're trading for Kawhi Leonard, looking to give him a major extension for 2 years worth well over $100 million, chances are you want to make back that money. And I'm just going to assume that big money is going to talk here. I don't think Kawhi Leonard is wasting a second of sleep on this issue at all. I'm sure the Clippers and then these guys have high powered lawyers. Now you have two teams. First it was just the Clippers. Now you have two parties that have invested interest in this situation here, and I'm talking about the Clippers and the Toronto Raptors. So and you have a major asset in the middle of it, which is Kawhi Leonard. So I don't think any investigation is going to affect any money that's being made here. I just don't think so. There's too much money that's about to be exchanged between these two teams for this thing to sidetrack them. I just don't believe it. And I also don't believe that if something even comes out that the NBA is going to penalize Steve Ballmer. Steve Ballmer is the richest. I think he is the richest owner of a sports team in the world, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. It could be somebody else. Certainly, he's, if not the first one, maybe the second or third one. So these are very powerful people. And I think that certain strings will be pulled behind the scenes to make things happen. I sincerely think that. And for as much as we think the rules are the rules can also be bended. You ain't got to look any further than look at what just happened in the World Cup with Folarin Balogun when his red card suspension was overturned. That is something that no one thought could be possible. But then power stood up and spoke, and then things changed. So I don't think this is going anywhere. I don't think Kawhi Leonard is going to lose his career. I don't think any of those things are going to happen. I think that this trade is going to go through. Now, maybe some people may feel otherwise, but I feel like this trade is going to go through. I feel like there's too much money involved here for a situation like this to affect them. And as the report from Sham said, the person that conducted the fraud, which is his name is oh God, what's his name? Sandberg. He was convicted and sentenced to 14 years in prison. And the Clippers and these guys are saying that, they're the ones that were victims of all of that. So I don't see anything. I don't see anything substantive happening. That's just me. For the new people pulling up to the live, this is a story here that a lot of people have messaged me to talk about. So here I am talking about it. It says the Los Angeles Clippers Toronto Raptor trade centered on Kawhi Leonard will not be completed until the NBA investigation into the Clippers is over. And from what I read, both teams want this thing to go through. Both teams. So I think both the Clippers and the Raptors have a vested interest in this. And I just don't think the NBA is going to do anything to hurt Steve Ballmer. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. Some people feel like maybe Pablo Torre or whoever else feels like it. I just don't feel it. And I think that somebody said, why do you hate LeBron? You notice how I didn't even mention LeBron. I think a lot of people underestimate the role that power and influence and money plays. And I just don't think anything's gonna happen. That's just me. Every time I see Kawhi Leonard, he be looking cool as a fan. Kawhi looks absolutely unbothered every time I see him. So I don't think anything's going to happen. Let me read this comment here. Exactly. How they going to punish Kawhi and not the Clippers owner? And Pablo want to try it with Brunson and send him in a no nonsense mess. Yeah, Pablo Torre is not going to do anything with Jalen Brunson, bro. Like y'all can throw that entire idea in the trash can. You guys know Pablo Torre said he was thinking of launching an investigation into Jalen Brunson to look at his contract to see if there was any cap circumvention to see if the New York Knicks were funneling money to Brunson under the table for taking less money so they can make the cap work. Y'all remember that, right? When we did a show about that, Knicks fans almost. So you think the NBA is going to sit down and let Pablo Torre open up a whole investigation that would potentially ruin the New York Knicks. Like who? Like where? Like anyway. I think some people live like in Peter Pan land. Seriously, I sincerely believe that. Some people must really live like in another universe. You think the NBA? You think they're gonna sit back and let that happen? The New York Knicks that just made the NBA, bro. Do you know how much money the Garden made in game 3? The Garden made 580 million. They probably made $1 billion in 2 games. The Knicks probably made $1 billion in those 2 home games. In those 2 home games alone on ticket sales, they probably brought in $1 billion. I don't think any of that is going to be messed up at all. That's just me. Oops, I meant New York. Sent Pablo on a no nonsense message. He doesn't talk NBA anymore because he's just into celeb gossip. I don't know who these people are, man. I'm as tired as a dog. I barely want to do this topic, and people are talking about. I don't want to talk about the NBA. I don't know what to say. He is a Zionist, same as Adam Silver, and one of the main reasons Jaylen Brown got traded was his defense of the people of Gaza. I don't know why Jaylen Brown got traded, but what I do know is that there is a concerted effort by a lot of people to bring down Jaylen Brown. There's a green light on Jaylen Brown, man. But he keeps talking, and I think he's ready for whatever comes with it. At least I hope he is. Ballmer is the shadiest owner in the league. Where you want to see LeBron go? I don't know, man. I think I mean LeBron. I think LeBron is going to go to Cleveland. Again, that's the only move that makes sense. LeBron going anywhere else, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make. Now Stephen Curry over here recruiting him and saying this and saying that. He can go there if he want, but I don't see what LeBron stands to gain from that. It's a great storyline, but I don't see how that benefits his career at all. Somebody said it is obvious that the corruption in the league is deeper. There's corruption in sports. It's not like an NBA thing. There's a corruption in sport. I mean, corruption is a real thing. If you guys don't believe me, go look at the documentary of FIFA that what do you call it? Netflix put out a few years ago. I watched that documentary a few years ago, and I was floored at the amount of corruption that's within FIFA. And you cannot tell me watching these World Cups that there isn't corrupt. If you feel like, oh, it's just fine and cool and everything is above board, you done lost your mind. There's corruption right in front of your eyes, and the World Cup has certain teams that they want to go to the finals. And I think one of those teams is Argentina. And by the way, I think Messi is the best. So not like as if I'm hating on Messi or anything like that. I think Messi is the best. But that being said, you could tell. Go look at that game versus Egypt, man. I mean, come on. Go look at the game versus Egypt. Look at the president being able to sway the president of FIFA to change the rule. If that doesn't say it, then I don't know what else will say it for you. Corruption is everywhere, man. Everywhere, not just sports, everywhere. Ballmer's worth over $140 billion. Nothing is going to happen to the Clippers. News media doesn't even mention him in the news articles with this so-called exactly. Shout out to Turo and him. Exactly. I think people are overlooking money and power here. Nothing is going to happen to Ballmer, at least to the point where they embarrass him, is not going to happen. Ballmer brought in billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars to the NBA. Billions of dollars he brought to the league in terms of franchise values or evaluations of net worth, whatever you want to call it. You think the NBA just gonna do him any kind of way? Nah, it ain't gonna happen, bro. Because he made money for everybody. So they're not just gonna throw him to the wayside. And for some of y'all who don't understand the money that I'm talking, Ballmer, the amount of money that Ballmer made these billionaires, I think is probably more than LeBron made the NBA. I'm dead ass serious. I think it's more money than LeBron James made the NBA. I am not even being fun. Let's pull it up here. Let me show y'all the power of what we're talking about here. Just give me a second. Let me pull this up here. How much did Steve Ballmer pay for the Clippers? He paid for the Clippers $2 billion. $2 billion. Go back and look at what happened to the franchise values of all of the other NBA teams after the Clippers were sold for $2 billion. Go back and look. Go back and look. Even Michael Jordan's net worth went up after that Ballmer trade. It went up by a lot. Michael Jordan's net worth spiked because of that sale. Because if what is it? I forgot what they thought. I forgot what the other guy bought it for. It certainly wasn't that amount. So let me see. How much is the New York? How much are the Clippers worth? So the Clippers are now valued at $7.5 billion. Let's do the math. He came into the NBA. At that time, the New York Knicks and the Lakers were probably the two most valuable franchises. He bought a team for $2 billion. At that point, everybody else's value of their teams went up at the same time. Because if you and I are doing a similar business, and I don't know the worth of my business, and you go do an evaluation, and you says your business is worth $1 million, then my business got to be worth somewhere around $1 million. So all the 30 teams made money, all 30. And we think they're going to throw him out for a $25 million investigation or whatever the hell it was. Come on, man. Like let's come back. Let's come back to reality. Let's come back down to the real world where real things actually happen. Let's deal with reality here. He made everybody a whole bunch of money. Michael Jordan's, let me see if I can see it. Let me see if I can find it. How much, just give me a second, let me search it. How much did Michael Jordan net worth grow after Clippers sale? I forgot the number, but I remember. So Michael Jordan's net worth, it surged by an estimated 1.1 billion to a total of 3 billion after he sold his stake in the Charlotte Hornets. What year did Steve Ballmer buy the Clippers? Let me just check here. Let's do some quick investigative journalism here. What year did Ballmer, Ballmer buy the Clippers? He bought the Clippers in 2014. Now let's see. How much was the Charlotte Hornets? Let me just see 1 second. Hornets worth in 2014. $400 million. $400 million. The Charlotte Hornets were valued at approximately $400 million in 2014. Let's see how much they were valued at in 2015. Their value went up to $725 million in 1 year. In 1 year. That's the Ballmer effect. So I don't think anything is going to happen. Nothing. That's my take on it. When Donald Sterling bought the Clippers in 19, he paid $12.5 million. Ballmer purchased the Clippers in 2014. He paid $2 billion. They are now worth $7 billion. They aren't doing anything to him. Exactly. And if you were Adam Silver, you wouldn't do anything to him. If you were Adam Silver, why do you think all Mark Cuban was sitting back telling Pablo Torre, bro, you don't know what you're like, you don't get it. Pablo thought, oh, if I bring out the facts and all of this and all of that, we're going to do it. Yeah, they're going to conduct an investigation that's going to hurt their richest owner. Yeah, right. He said millionaires get away with murder. These are not millionaires, bro. These are billionaires. Millionaires you can mess around with. These are billionaires. Not Ballmer doesn't have 1, 2, 3. These are even Dan Gilbert with the clip. Dan Gilbert is worth what? Around $30 billion? These ain't no small boys we talking about. What y'all think? They just gonna sit back and nothing is gonna happen, man. Nothing is gonna happen. Nothing. Nothing significant that's going to cost them any money. And whatever money, if they decide there's going to be some penalties, it's going to be a drop in the bucket. A drop in the bucket. So that's my take on it. And I'm not condoning it, but I feel like a lot of people wasted so much time on this story because people wasted so much time. Like, yeah, but it's going to happen and that's going to be like, okay, so let's see it. Let's see it happen. Let's see it happen. Damn, you ain't talking about LeBron. This is the second time they're bringing up LeBron. I didn't mention LeBron. I'm just saying. He said Epstein got away with it. I don't know if he did, man. I don't know if he did. Jeffrey Epstein ain't here, but man, he surely is here. They're always talking about him. The owners pay Adam Silver his salary. Yep, it's going to be just fine. Of course it's going to be fine. And if I'm Ballmer, I'm telling him this is going to be fine, right? I think Ballmer went out there to do that just for transparency's sake and optics. You think Ballmer and these guys are losing a second of sleep over this lawsuit? Man, please. Man, please. Man, please. He said, sorry I'm late, tapped in from Bama. So this is the story here. I'll just go over it quickly here. Let me just show you. So the story, just a second. Let me pull it up here. Oh my goodness, where is it? Yeah. So this is the story here. It says the Los Angeles Clippers and Toronto Raptors sent a trade or whatever centered on Kawhi Leonard will not be complete until the NBA investigation into the Clippers is over. That's the news. And I don't know when they're going to reach the conclusion of this news. But based on what I read before, I'm not going to go through it again. It's very long. Both of these teams want this deal to go through. I'm talking about the Toronto Raptors and the Clippers because money's involved. A lot of money's involved. Kawhi Leonard playing for the Raptors, there's going to bring in a lot of money there, so they don't want to mess that up as well. And I'm sure the Clippers have their own financial interests as well. So I don't see them screwing the NBA out of hundreds of millions of dollars for, a 30 million or whatever the hell it is lawsuit. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. He says billionaires stick together. I guess they do, man. I think the NBA demanded he do it. Whatever they demanded, I think that he did it, but I don't think that's something Steve Ballmer is losing any sleep over, man. Call me skeptical. I just don't see it, man. Like, I just don't see it. The president of FIFA, who is a bigger sports figure than Adam Silver by far, we just watched him overturn a red card. Something that there was no justification for, simply because the president told him to review it. Have you seen him step down? Have you seen him resign? Did you see him go anywhere? They spoke about that story for 48 hours and now it's gone. and now it's gone. And in that case, it wasn't money, it was power that spoke. So we can sit up here and pretend like I mean, we can pretend as much as we want, but I just don't see it, man. Not to say that what Pablo Torre isn't doing, not to say what he's doing isn't right. Of course, it's right, but I just don't see it having any effect, man. I'm sorry, I just don't. Charles, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? What's your favorite? I don't know, man. I don't even have a pair of Jordans, man. My friends are the ones that used to cop Jordans. I have no money. I couldn't afford Jordans, so I ain't got no favorite pair of Jordans because I couldn't afford them. I ain't got no Jordan. I never had no pair of Jordans because I could not afford them. Jordans at the time when I was in high school, they was selling them for like $150. Bro, you know how much $150 was in 2003, 2002? What? On shoes? Nah, bro, I couldn't afford that, man. I could not afford that. I had two jerseys. I had a Kobe Bryant jersey and a Steve Francis jersey, and I was rocking them joints for my whole 4 years of my high school, bro. That was me. I did not have money for Jordans. I just didn't. People did, but I didn't. He said $150 is crazy. It is crazy. $150 in 2002, 2003. Come on, man. Like somebody said Kawhi Leonard is done. Okay, we shall see. He said, quit beating around the bush with the stories. I don't know. I don't know what stories. I don't know what stories. If I saw the Jordans, there's one that I really, really like. No, there's a few Jordans that I really, really like. I just don't know. Matter of fact, since y'all asking, let me see. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see. All of retro Jordans. Let me see. And I'm gonna show it to y'all. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all the ones that I like. Okay, cool. This is a good picture right here. Can I save this picture? Just a second. Let me see if I can save this picture to my phone. All right, perfect. So let me show you the ones I like. Y'all, I know they got some sneaker gurus in the chat. So which ones do I like? I like what number is this? I like these right here. I don't know the number. This one right here. I like those. There's a few of them. I like. I don't know the numbers. Hold on. This picture is not clear. Let me see if I can get a better picture. I don't know. But there are a lot of Jordans that I like, man, but I just can't afford them. The 11s, I like the 11s a lot. Yes, I like the 11s. I think the 11s are the most popular ones. I like the 7s. I like the 4s. I like the 9s. I like the third. Bro, they're all hot, man. Jordan shoes is all fire. All of them is fire, man. I just can't afford them. He said he got the 13s. I didn't like the one that he had when he came back with the Wizards though. I did not like that one. That one I did not like at all. But some of these is fire. They all look better than LeBrons. Yeah, I never seen nobody rocking LeBron sneakers at all at any point in time. I couldn't afford these shoes, man. They're expensive. Like these shoes are expensive, man. They are expensive. I don't even know how people used to do it, man. Like they're expensive. You know what I mean? They're expensive. Everyone loves the 4s. The 4s, right? Let me see. Yeah, but the 11s is fire too, man. The 11s is also fire. But I mean, I wasn't really a sneakerhead like that anyway, man. My friends used to make fun of my sneakers when I was in high. I bought like the Allen Iverson sneakers, the ones that he had in like 2001. I really liked them sneakers, man. But there was another pair that he came out with, and I used to wear that to school, and they used to flame me and like flame me. Flame me. He said, what? He said, tether alert, because I ain't got no money for shoes. Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. Why don't you go tell one of them white boys that don't know nothing about Jordans and go tell them they tethers too? You punk ass. You ain't got nothing to say to white people, but you over here talking about tether. You just like them useless South Africans. Just these are the same people. These South Africans talking all of this nonsense to all of their fellow Africans, but when you see them with the white South Africans, they docile as little house mouses. They look like little puppies around their white masters. They ain't got nothing to say to them. Go tell one of these white boys that you see that they are tethering. Let's see what they do to you. Punk ass nigga. Anyway, what else we got? Charles, we love you. Pause. He said, Charles, we love you. Pause. He said, everybody knows you were. What you mean, you don't even know me. Shut your bitch ass up, man. Everybody knows me. You don't know. I don't know you, nigga. Your picture, you got Wi-Fi on your picture. But I don't know you, man. Fuck out of here. I don't know who you is. Lame ass nigga. I don't know you. I had Reebok Answers 98. Ain't no troll. I ain't blocking this troll ass. I ain't got no time for that. Y'all gonna make me cut somebody out on here, man. He said everybody knows. Who is everybody? Do you know me? I don't even know you, bro. Do you know me? Like everybody knows. Lame ass nigga. Everybody knows. Let me see. Right. Bunks around they white daddies. That's what they do, man. When they see they white daddies, they be quiet as hell. Quiet as a mouse. Watch 10 white dudes walk in the room and they bitch ass get so quiet. They get so quiet. I've seen it. So quiet. They switch up. They be sounding like LeBron James. Well, yeah, well, That's what they turn into. Punk ass nigga. He said, what size you wear? That's a little, you know what I mean? That question is a little bit, you know what I mean? That's a little, I don't know if I feel comfortable. And he said, Whack 100 beat up LeBron James. Nah, I heard Whack 100 beat up Brandon Jennings. They said Whack 100 put the beats on Brandon Jennings, bro. They said he put the beats on him. He said it. Now, I don't know where Brandon Jennings was at that he got beat up by Whack 100. I don't even know. Dog, pause all the way. He said you look like a size 12. Sheesh. Yeah, we gonna throw a pause on that one, man. What? $200 Jordans and not one book. Jordans is expensive, man. Jordans is expensive. He says, who's Whack 100? I don't know how to describe who Whack 100 is, man. That's the game's manager. Popular West Coast rapper. Charles, would you take T-Mac over James Harden? That's a good question, man. That's a very good question. What do you think about Peterson and AJ right now? Peterson, who are you referring to? Peterson and AJ. I don't know. He said on Pyro. Yo, Whack 100 be throwing up T-Mac was that. I think T-Mac was a better offensive player than James Harden because James Harden traveled a lot, but James Harden was also that dude, bro. But T-Mac was a monster, man. T-Mac was a monster. Tracy McGrady he had it all. He had it all. He had it all. Like, he could do everything. That dude was incredible. He said, thought you was a basketball champ. Bro, I don't know what you're talking about, man. I don't know who you're referring to. Are you talking about some rookies? I don't pay attention to rookies, man. When them dudes come in the NBA, then I'll follow them. I'm not watching that stuff right now. I do two channels. I have this channel and a news channel. I don't know. If you know, tell us. This is your moment to shine, to prove that you know basketball. Tell us. I don't know. Harden is not top 200. Whack 100 defeated Freezer Blood. Yo, these West Coast niggas is so funny, man. With their accent, with their whole lingo and shit. He said Whack 100 defeated Freezer Blood. I got the content. Hey, yo, I gotta ask y'all, man, for the people from the West Coast, how y'all always be having videos of people in this nigga Whack 100 be like, yeah, man, I got the Kennedy assassination on my phone right now. I got it right now. Adam. Like, I'm telling you, I got it right now, Adam, I'm telling you. I got footage. I got footage of everything. Like this dude always got these tapes. I don't know how they get a hold of these tapes. How come West Coast dudes, y'all always got tapes? They always got some footage, and I don't know how they got it. I don't know how they got it, bro. I watched like a video. I forgot one of these bloods that was talking about like the different hats that you can and cannot wear in California. It's like, yo, son, by the time he finished explaining all of those hats, you better off just rocking a Scully or just you better off just rocking a Scully or just getting like a bald head, bro. Like how are you supposed to rock a fitted? From New York, you can't even rock a Yankee fitted in California because I think it means what's the set? I don't even know. It's like y'all can't even rock fitteds over there. Y'all can't even rock a fitted. It's like you got to go to California in like an all white suit or like a white suit and some black jeans and black shoes. Cause you never know. You just never know. Yo, that Cali seems stressful, man. It seems so stressful. Jesus Lord. Whew. I don't know how y'all do it, man. He said, I'm in Cali. I have no idea what he said. Bro, there's a video I seen with like, I forgot the dude's name. He used to be on Adam 22. I forgot. I think he's like, is he blind or he has like an eye issue? I forgot his name. And he did like a video explaining all of the different fitteds. I'm like, man, this is too complicated for me, man. He said, just rock a Scully or a cowboy hat. You never even if you rock a cowboy hat, you don't even know. You don't even know. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. That over there is crazy, man. Kawhi Leonard is not top 75. It's amazing because he actually is on the list. He said, just rock a skull. Oh, yeah. He said 55. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know what they got going on over there, man. In New York, growing up, it wasn't like that. Like the gangs wasn't like that, at least when I was there. I know it got much worse, especially after Jim Jones and all of the Dipsets and all of that came up, but it wasn't that bad. Like, it was a lot easier to understand. Now, bro, that shit is crazy. He said, what's with LeBron posting all these videos of him dancing? Does he miss Diddy? It's like y'all want me to go live about LeBron or something. I'm trying not to bring him up, but y'all want me to go live about LeBron or something? He said LeBron James got that thug love and he said LeBron got that thug love and that thug love for Diddy. Yo, Diddy gonna be out next year, man. Y'all heard Diddy's sentence is coming back. They dropped his sentence by like 3 months. Now I think he coming back and he coming out in February. Yo, so what y'all think gonna happen with Diddy when he come back, man? Y'all think Diddy gonna bounce back or what? Y'all think he gonna bounce back or what? What y'all think, man? Let me know in the comments before we end this live. Yeah, y'all know the Kawhi Leonard news. Now we just chopping it up, man. We just talking shit to each other here. Y'all think he gonna come back or what? If I was Diddy, I'm being dead ass serious with you. If I am P. Diddy, like this guy just said, I'm selling my own brand of baby oil. And I'm going to call it Diddy. Y'all can laugh as much as you want. That shit will probably make him a billionaire. I'm not even joking with you. If I'm P. Diddy, I am selling my own baby oil. And I'll call it Diddy oil. Y'all can laugh. People will buy that shit just for shits and giggles. If I'm Diddy, I'm doing that. He said, "Call it no Diddy." I'm telling you. But do y'all think y'all think he gonna make it back? Y'all think he gonna bounce back or what? What y'all think? And then we're gonna get up. I think I'm gonna do one more live after this. There's something I want to talk about this LeBron story. He said, "You're not talking about basketball, so you might as well." Yeah, I already spoke about the basketball story, man. I'm not talking about it no more. It's not that big of a. I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a story. I think Diddy will lay low. I don't think he's going to lay low at all. I don't think he's going to lay low at all. He said he's a tether. Bro, what is this shit with this tether? I'm tired, man. I don't know where these dudes be getting this energy. I don't know. I'm tired. Kawhi is top 75. Stop hating. LeBron always been dancing, trying to look young, but he looking dumb Dumbass doofus. LeBron needs to come off the bench at 42. Yeah, that's never gonna happen. He's just gonna slap a label on Johnson and Johnson baby oil. He better stay away from the freak offs. Diddy probably got like 100 freak offs lined up, bro. Diddy probably got like 100 freak offs lined up by the time he gets out. LeBron. Well, I heard Cassie left America, so she took her money and ran. Dude probably gonna throw up a party right away. Yeah, I think so too. And I think some of these celebrities are gonna go back to be cool with him. Did he get a freak off lineup with Cassie Young? I don't know. I mean, I don't know, but I think a lot of these rappers are gonna come back because I think a lot of them didn't stop rocking with him. I just think that they just let him kind of, whatever. But I think a lot of them, you know what I mean? By the way, I spoke to Marcellus Wiley. I know some of y'all been asking me, hey man, what you got to say about Marcellus Wiley, man? I spoke to Marcellus Wiley, man. He in good spirits, man. He in good spirits. I'm gonna just leave it at that. He in good spirits. He's trying to figure out his situation there. That situation is crazy, crazy stuff. Cassie should be in jail too. Yeah, some people thought that as well. So when I said Kawhi is a soft diva, with a low pain tolerance. I guess so, man. Anyway, guys, man, I think I done entertained y'all enough. I think we pretty much beat this topic like a dead horse, and I think we're all tired of talking about this. So I'm gonna do another live in probably in the next 10, 15 minutes. Let me say 10 minutes. So if y'all want to join that live, just be on the lookout for that. We're probably gonna go live in about 10 or 15 minutes. You guys have a good one, and I'll catch you guys on the next live for those of you that's gonna pull up. Y'all have a good one.